In this video, we're going to work through the Chapter 10 worksheet on straight line depreciation. So let's go. Bought the unit on January 1st for $10,000. Shipping and setup was $2,000. So our cost to acquire was $12,000. Estimated life is 4 years, so our depreciation rate is calculated by taking 100% divided by 4 years, or 25% per year. In this case, we have a zero salvage value. So what are we going to depreciate? We're going to depreciate the total cost, $12,000, divided by 4 years, or 25% a year, gives me $3,000 annually depreciation expense. So let's try to do our depreciation schedule. When we bought this thing, it cost us $12,000. We had not done any depreciation, so our book value when we bought it was $12,000. First year, by the way, our cost is $12,000 every year, so I'm just going to fill that in. Year one, cost is $12,000. Our depreciation rate is 25%. So our depreciation is $3,000 that year. So we'll debit depreciation expense for $12,000 and we'll credit accumulated depreciation for $3,000 as well, leaving us a book value of $12,000 minus $3,000, or $9,000. It's now year two. We're going to take another 25% depreciation, which is $3,000. We have now $6,000, $3,000 last year, $3,000 this year, in accumulated depreciation, and our book value is down to $6,000. Year three, depreciation rate hasn't changed. It's still 25%. Our depreciation expense is 25% of $12,000 or $3,000. We have now accumulated $9,000 worth of accumulated depreciation, and our book value is down to $3,000. It's year four. Depreciation rate is still 25%. We're going to debit depreciation expense for $3,000. We're going to credit accumulated for another $3,000, bringing our total accumulated depreciation to $12,000, and our book value is zero at the end of the useful life of this piece of equipment. Does that mean we have to stop using the piece of equipment? No. Does that mean we have to get rid of it? No. Just means we have to stop recording depreciation expense. Let's move on to number two. In this case, we have a purchase price of $17,000, shipping and setup of $2,000, so a total cost of $19,000. It's a 4-year asset, so that's 25% per year. So we're going to take, now how much are we going to depreciate per year? We're going to take $19,000 less our $3,000 salvage value will mean a $16,000 depreciable basis divided by 4 years. $4,000 per year will be our depreciation expense. So when we bought the thing, the cost was $19,000. Whoops, $19,000. Our depreciation rate is 25%. And our book value to start with is still $19,000. Cost is not going to change during the life of the asset. Neither is the depreciation rate. So I'm just going to fill it in. It's year one. What are we going to do? We're going to take 25% of $16,000 or $4,000 as depreciation expense. Debit depreciation expense, credit accumulated depreciation for $4,000, bringing our book value down to $15,000. Don't forget what book value is. It's cost minus accumulated depreciation. It's year two. Going to take another $4,000 in depreciation expense. We have now done that twice, so our accumulated depreciation is $8,000, and our book value is down to $11,000. It's year 3. Another $4,000 in depreciation, bringing our accumulated depreciation to $12,000. And our cost is now down to, our book value is now down to $7,000. Remember what that is. That's cost minus accumulated depreciation. It's year 4. Another $4,000 in depreciation. Our accumulated is now $16,000, and our book value is $3,000, which is exactly what our salvage value was. Now, if we dispose of this thing now, if we get exactly $3,000, we have nothing much to do. If we get more than $3,000 when we dispose of it, we'll have a gain. If we get less than $3,000, we'll have a loss. And that's straight line depreciation.